In this video, I am going to reveal 7 tools that I use every single day that allows me to make money online without having to constantly be on the internet. You see, there's a misconception out there that in order to be successful online, you need to be online 24 hours a day, engaging with people, answering questions, DMing people, spamming, being in their inbox, but that's simply not the case. In fact, when I first got started, I was that type of person. I thought that I needed to constantly be in the face of people sending DMs, and essentially that leads to burnout, right? If you are constantly online, a few things are happening. You're constantly consuming content, which takes up more time. You are constantly comparing yourself and your progress to other people. Excuse me. And most importantly, you are doing a bunch of work and not seeing any results from it. So going forward, I made a decision that I was going to try and automate as much as possible so that I could spend as much time as possible with my family, with my friends, all while making money. And once I started using and implementing these 7 tools, now I didn't do it all at once, I implemented little by little over time, I was able to replace and remove myself from the internet. The best feeling in the world is being able to automate away a task or two, still make the same amount of money, if not more, and not have to dedicate so much time. Now, because I have this time freedom, I can do fun things like go on every single field trip. I'm able to take my daughter over to get her braces removed. I'm able to coach football and basketball and baseball without having to feel guilty or check my phone in between innings. So, what we're going to do is what I want to share with you is a way for you to free up some time, potentially even replace yourself with a better version of yourself that isn't emotional and isn't reactive. It's proactive. So these 7 tools that I'm going to share with you are things that I use every single day. I'm going to share what they are, how I use them, and how you can potentially use them too. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into these 7 tools. Some of these tools you are probably aware of, right? Some of these tools you might use. Some of these tools that you might find a cheaper or better alternative, but these are things that I use to help me make money. The number one tool that I use is called GBolt Systems. Now, this is my software. It's actually a white labeled version of Go High Level, but essentially I use it for selling my digital products, booking calendar appointments. I use it for sales funnels or, kind of like landing pages, sales pages. I also use it for email marketing. Now, the benefit of this, and there's a few, is with the sales pages, it allows me to make sales 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So essentially what happens is I create content in a variety of niches on the front end, and then some of those people want additional value and information, and then that's when they go to my sales page. The sales page is hosted on GBolt Systems. They will enter in their name and their email, and they'll join my mailing list, or they'll buy a puppy training guide, and then I deliver that through GBolt Systems, and I keep emailing them with different opportunities, whether they're private label rights products or affiliate products opportunities, and I can make money 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. One of the best things about GBolt Systems is the automation, and this isn't an ad for GBolt Systems specifically, but one of the best things about GBolt Systems is the automation opportunity that's included that allows me to send emails 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Now, if you don't want to use GBolt Systems, I understand. You can do the same thing with GetResponse or Aweber. There's a ton of softwares out there, but just make sure that you figure out a way to automate yourself. When you automate yourself, you can replace yourself. You don't have to send manual emails. You're not manually engaging with people back and forth, or you're not sending out links one at a time. You don't have to slide in people's DMs in order to make a sale. Again, another benefit of GBolt Systems is if I do a one-on-one coaching, they automatically will schedule that coaching and I get a notification. One of the cool things that I set up is anytime I make a sale, it sends me a message and lets me know. So I actually will get a text message, and I might get a few periodically here, saying that I made a sale of my puppy training guide. And that lets me know, one of a few ways lets me know that I've made some money that given time, or some throughout the day. But GBolt Systems, I say without a shadow of a doubt, allows me to save hours and make more money. That is number one. Number two is a software called repurpose.io. Now, before I learned about repurpose.io, repurpose.io, what I would do is I would upload a video into TikTok, and then I would have to download it, get rid of the watermark, and then manually upload it to LinkedIn and Twitter and Blue Sky and Instagram and Facebook, a Facebook group. I'd have to manually upload it 6 or 7 different places, and that would take a bunch of time. Each time you upload, you figure it would take you between 5 and 10 minutes. And if you're uploading 5 to 10 videos per day, you can imagine how much time that eats up. And so, before I learned about repurpose.io, and I'll elaborate what it is in just a moment, before I learned about repurpose.io, I would be constantly uploading and checking my phone and uploading through parent pickup time and doing a whole bunch of stuff. Essentially, what Repurpose.io lets you do is it lets you upload to one platform. In my instance, it's TikTok. And then it will actually download. I don't know what's going on with my voice today, but it'll download and save the video to a Google Drive. It will upload to YouTube and Twitter and Blue Sky and LinkedIn, 7 or 8 different places, all without the watermark. So you're not having to constantly be online manually uploading. One of the issues that often happened with me is I would upload to TikTok and then I would forget to upload to all of the different places. Another benefit of repurpose.io is because I save it to my Google Drive, it allows me to take advantage of the next thing that I'm going to cover. And we're going to talk about that in just a second. But what I would encourage you to do, and one of the benefits of using a software like repurpose.io is that you realize that your audience is not all hanging out in the same spot. There are people on TikTok, but then there are people that absolutely hate TikTok and refuse to get on it. I have a friend like that who has Instagram Reels, but hates TikTok. And so he'll see something that's trending or popular like 3 weeks later because he doesn't have TikTok. But using repurpose.io allows me to be everywhere without having to manually be everywhere. In addition, another benefit of repurpose.io is that I can, it actually will schedule the uploads for me throughout the day. So my process is really simple. I don't know what's going on with my voice, but my process is really simple. I create 5 videos in TikTok, and then I walk away. And then repurpose.io will upload those 5 videos at a specific time throughout the rest of the day on those other platforms. So it looks like I'm manually uploading them one at a time. But I certainly encourage and urge you to use repurpose.io. I don't know if there's an alternative out there, but use it. And I'll put an affiliate link in the description if you want to learn more about it. The next one I use in conjunction with repurpose.io that saves me, it saves me hundreds of hours per week. It saves me thousands of dollars per month by not having to hire a virtual assistant, but it's called N8N. N8N allows you to use AI agents and build out workflows to automate the process. And the way that I use it is a few different ways. One, N8N, I have an N8N workflow that automatically uploads Instagram posts for me. For example, I have an Instagram account that's dedicated to dogs. Twice a day, it uploads an image where it has a cute puppy, and the text says, "Can dogs eat?" And then it automatically fills in with a keyword. And then inside of the workflow, it creates the image for me. I don't spend any time creating these images. With an actual puppy, which is really cool. It creates an SEO optimized, search engine optimized caption, and it sparks engagement and conversation, all automated. It took me probably 20 to 30 minutes to set that up, but it's working for me and has worked for me for literally months. And the great thing about N8N is I've actually built out multiple workflows, which I include in platform proof systems, which allow me to create image posts for LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook groups, Blue Sky, all configured the right way. Because if you know about Twitter, it only allows, 200 characters, whereas with Facebook, I can write a detailed blog post, and the same with LinkedIn. But essentially, I have a N8N workflow that accepts, how does this work? So the N8N workflow will check my Google Drive folder for a new video. If it sees a new video, it will then take that video, download it, and then upload it into Amazon Web Services, AWS. Inside of Amazon Web Services, it transcribes that video and then saves the transcription into Airtable. And then I have actually, that same workflow then takes that transcription and creates a summary of it, like an abridged version, highlighting the main points. And it also saves that into an Airtable. Then after that, I have separate workflows that will create a Instagram image of me and a short, post. It'll create a LinkedIn post, TikTok, Twitter. It goes all over the place. And again, this literally saves time because some people resonate more with a blog post on Facebook and instead of an image post. So doing this saves hundreds of hours of time. And it's something that there's a little bit of a learning curve that you have to go through to first learn it. But once you create your first 5 workflows, building out additional workflows is really easy. And essentially, if you build out the front end of one workflow, you can reuse it to make other workflows to save you time. But one of the things that I'm going to encourage you to do is use something like N8N. You can also use make.com to do something similar. You can use make.com for Pinterest, for Facebook, maybe even Facebook groups. I haven't looked into it, but N8N will save you a bunch of time and help you connect with your audience and potentially make more money. After N8N, we have YouTube. You are here on YouTube. YouTube saves me so much time because it allows me to connect with people on a one-to-one basis. This is essentially what's called one-to-many marketing, where I'm having a conversation with you, sharing with you my processes, but I'm talking to literally thousands of people at a time. This YouTube channel, I think last time I checked, had close to 10 million views. That is 10 million times where I have spoken to people all around the world, growing my brand and essentially doing marketing for me. The benefit of YouTube is I'm building a one-to-one relationship where people potentially can pay me for my time, which saves me time. I am out there talking to you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Now comment what time it is. Right now it is October 17th at 2:51 p.m. Central Standard Time. But I guarantee you, by the time you see this video, I'm going to be doing something else, whether that's coaching, cleaning up the garage, which I need to do, or just taking a nap. So comment what time it is right now. I would love to know what time it is and where you're watching from. But YouTube is a great tool that everybody should be using. I personally recommend that you should be showing up on camera, but you can do the same thing faceless as long as you have a brand ambassador, we'll say. But YouTube allows me to have a conversation, show my knowledge, skills, and experience, build my brand, and interact with potential customers. And just like YouTube, TikTok allows me to do the same thing, which is number 5. The benefit of TikTok over YouTube is that I can reach people at what's called the top of the funnel. I can reach people that might not know that they have a problem, but they know the symptoms of that problem. For example, people on YouTube might not know that they want to make money online by selling digital products. They might be trying to make money online by just being a content creator, and they are frustrated by the lack of success that they're coming across with as a content creator, or the amount of money that they're being paid by the YouTube Partner Program or TikTok Shop. So I can create content targeting or talking directly to those people and bring them into my world and bring them into my system 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I think I checked one time on YouTube, or TikTok, I had 200,000 views within 30 or 60 days. That's 200,000 people that I'm connecting with and talking to and bringing into my world and letting them see my knowledge, skills, and experience. So just like YouTube, TikTok is a great opportunity. You might not like TikTok, but find a platform that allows you to create short format videos. I personally don't think YouTube is the best for YouTube Shorts. I think TikTok actually works a little bit better as of right now. Number six is one that you might have heard, but I use it for a different reason. I actually use Canva. Canva is a great tool that allows me to make sales 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And the way that I use it is by creating workbooks and creating digital products. Essentially, what I do is I create a tiny digital product that answers or solves a specific result. For example, I use Canva to create the 60-second business blueprint. I've used Canva to create the 2-day affiliate marketing workbook that showed people how to make their first $1,000 with affiliate marketing, and I made it simply with Canva. For the most part, you can use Canva 100% for free. And when you create it, you simply download it as a PDF. You can also use Canva to create videos. You can use Canva to create templates. For example, I used to sell, or I still do sell over on Etsy, Instagram templates for food trucks. I've also used Canva to create tattoo designs. And so the way that I did that was I used Midjourney to create the tattoos, and then I uploaded them into Canva so that they could have a white background. And that allows me to make sales 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. But don't sleep on Canva as a great way to make money, especially when you pair it with some of these other things like GBolt Systems, YouTube, or TikTok. Pairing 2 or 3 of these together can increase your earning potential significantly. And the last one that I use on this list, you're probably very familiar with it, is ChatGPT. And I use ChatGPT in a variety of ways. I use ChatGPT in conjunction with N8N so that it can create posts for me. I used to use ChatGPT to get ideas on content. I use it to get ideas on what's trending. I simply will ask ChatGPT questions. Hey, what do you think about this? Or I'll say, tell me a little bit about my audience's pain points. What are they currently going through? What frustrations do they experience? And it'll give me some ideas. Now, the best way, in my opinion, to use AI and ChatGPT is to use it as a assistant where you can bounce ideas off of. Don't use it as your complete marketing crutch, or else you're going to get bad input, especially if you don't know anything about the market. One of the biggest mistakes that people make when it comes to using chat and AI is they expect chat to know everything and to do everything. But in reality, chat is just having a conversation with you. And if you give chat bad information, bad ideas, it's going to give you bad output, and you are not going to be any further along. I said this in a video before, but Chat GPT and these other AI tools like it enhance what you already know how to do. Okay. If you don't know anything about a topic, ChatGPT is going to allow you to paint on the outside, but real people, customers, consumers are going to see that you don't know what you're talking about, and it's not going to help. And then you're going to feel like chat doesn't work. Okay, so these are the different tools that I use. Let me know which tools you use. I'd be interested to know, and I loved adding tools to my arsenal, which will help me save more time and potentially make money. And as always, make sure that you comment 18-minute club. Let me know that you stayed until the end of the video. What's really interesting, I found, is when people comment 18-minute club or 19-minute club, there will be people that see the comments and don't understand what's going on. And they'll ask questions like, why is everyone commenting 18-minute club? And if they just stayed until the end of the video, they would find that out. So guys, let me know what you think. Make sure you comment down below. Comment 18-minute club. Also comment the time that you are watching this video and where you are, so that you can see and I can see where you are hanging out. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Have a great video, and we'll see you in the next one.